Welcome to Short Prints. These are weekly videos where we highlight a topic in the hobby, all brought to you by the Card Shop Show. Let's get it! So comic grading, comic book collecting and grading. CBCS, the Beckett brand, CGC, really the prime brand, that's the #1 brand with value, located in Sarasota, Florida. And some of you may recognize that name because they're starting to grade cards now under that umbrella, right? That's CGC, NGC for coins, and then CSG and CGC for cards. When we get into comic grading, there are some really cool resources out there. Go check them out on how you grade a comic. But when you're looking at a comic, whether it be spines and staples, whether it be the bottom right corner for flip, counting the number of pages, cover front, cover back, you really have to pay attention to raw comics because there can be a lot of issues with them. So a 9.8 in a comic is really strong for a CGC rating. I love seeing the world of cards kind of shift a little bit. I'm meeting a lot of people who are watching the Marvel movies, who are really into the DC movies, who are amped about Star Wars, and starting to collect those cards, but then also transfer over into these comics. And I love that CGC does such a good job with it. I do appreciate the fact that their labels are very clear, giving you first appearances or telling you who's the story writer, or maybe you find out when someone dies in a series or something like that. It gives highlights to it. It makes me think that, like, when the first appearance of Spider-Man, Amazing Fantasy 15, that's the Spider-Man rookie card for me, right? Whether it be the first appearance or whether it be the #1 of a series of theirs. These are things to remember. And there are key issues, just like you'll see with key dates in coins or key rookie cards with sports cards. We have key issues with comic books. Verse yourself in it, learn it, because I think this is a market that's only going to explode even more. Yo, so underrated comic, Black Panther, first appearance, T'Challa. You guys know it, RIP, Chadwick Boseman. Did such an awesome job with that character. But yeah, this is it, CGC graded Black Panther first appearance. It's very interesting to think about what's going to happen with that series and that character, the new Avengers. So for those of you who are looking for maybe a comic to pick up, Black Panther first appearance, not a bad one. I think on terms of the value, it's a little low compared to other comics. So when it comes to comics, there are 3 ages, right? We got gold, silver, and bronze ages of comics. They have their different years and eras that they're from. Most people think that Marvel comics are the most expensive, which they are very expensive, but DC comics are some of the oldest, right, with Superman and Batman. So the most expensive comics when it comes to, I think they're the hardest to find, are actually the Golden Age comics, specifically DC stuff. So go check that out, learn about the DC Golden Age comic stuff, and check out those prices. Hope you enjoyed that episode of Short Prints. Please LCS, of course, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.